It's my job to create it, it's my job to break it, and if it's good stuff, then it goes to the public.
All right, Darren's getting ready to go do a before burnout right now. We're gonna do a before and after.
Again! You felt a little comfortable that time.
We don't need to wad this up. Keep it on all fours, Darren. You hear me?
It will give you a perspective to the influence of the clutch tuning just by itself. So we're just gonna go ahead, spin the car real quick, and then we'll move right on to the ECU tune. So this for sure is a 2017 straight up.
All right, so what he was saying was that some of the cars in 17 were actually came with the series tune for a 2018. Is that correct?
Yes.
And this car is in fact just a 17.
We're up here. We're in the VIP suite again. This comes with bottle service up here, see? Dyno jet.
Dyno jet.
See, okay. That's
Yep.
a Dyno jet.
That is correct.
Tuner.
That's going in your unit.
I love your videos, they're so cool.
Awesome, yay, thank
It
you.
keeps me going in between trips.
Nice.
How awesome it is.
Story about a product called Ned Juice.
Ned juice.
And at some point, I'm praying that MTS will release this magical juice.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's called Fox Oil.
That's yet to be determined.
Fox oil.
It's called Fox Oil.
Fox oil.
Special oil. It's a high-tech oil.
Well, my
Makes your
first
shocks go up
experience
and down really
with
fast.
Ned
Nice.
working on shocks, we were in a trailer, and the way that he was rebuilding the shocks with the different shim stacks, you know, to control the valving and stuff, he almost looked like a chef. You
Yeah.
know? And then he had his fluid and stuff, and I'm sitting there going, you need your own bottle. You need, you know, just your aura. You need your own bottle that says Ned Juice.
I never get to do this. I never get to watch the car be worked on him. It feels pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so
So we removed screw, two clips here, there's two bolts here, and one of them actually has a nut right here. And from that point, this piece actually slides out at an angle,
nice.
and we have exposed our fuel pump. Now they make a real interesting, so these are 10mm sockets that you would use, so there's one there, and one there. So the cheating method is you barely loosen that one up, take this one completely out, and swivel this bracket, and then the pump can actually come out.
There you go. These guys do this, and they know the tricks. I'm glad we're here.
Silicone spray. You can also use like just water, just a thing of water. What you don't want to do is introduce all this dirt into the gasket area. So I'll kind of spray stuff down a little bit.
So he sprayed it down with silicone spray. He's gonna get rid of the dirt so that, oh, there you go.
Or this.
There we go. He's gonna pop these bolts off on this bracket that goes across that keeps you from getting to the fuel sending or fuel pump and sending unit. He's gonna pull the fuel pump out and replace it with 18.
This actually has a safety clip on it that you have to push back, and be careful not to break it. Just kind of push back a little bit, and then you push down on the tab. As you're pushing down, you push straight back, and the electrical is now disconnected. So the safety clip is right here. You just push that back just a little bit, which allows you to push down on that tab. Perfect. Before I take that guy off, there's actually an arrow right there.
Wow.
Okay, so if you forget, just make yourself a little white mark right there. That's where that arrow goes. There's actually on the gas tank itself has an indexing for that arrow. However, it's really hard to see, especially when it's dirty, but the arrow actually points exactly to the passenger side of the vehicle.
Okay, so look at this. He brought over the
Special fuel pump tool.
Awesome. There's nothing like a giant pair of channel locks. I don't know if they're actually branded channel locks. I've just been calling them that all my life. I get beat up for stuff like that. I set Sawzall about a reciprocating saw, and I got a lesson on it.
Plastic, so it's like delicate on the grip.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, so just to let you know, the perfect size channel locks, the tape measure, open up. It's hard to see on the video how big these things actually are.
Oh wow.
They open up about 5.5 inches.
There you go.
Those are the perfect ones for fuel pumps.
Awesome.
Whether it's Polaris or Can-Am. Okay, so the thing is spring loaded. And this is where you take the new pump out of the box and use your box to catch all of your fuel.
Oh, good move.
So here's our new 18 pump. And this becomes great because it will absorb most of your fuel, especially if you got really nice seats in the car. You don't want to be just dribbling all this stuff all over the place. So what I'll do is just have my box ready.
Let me get it.
And you gotta kind of finesse it a couple different angles because the float is gonna be in your way a little bit at an angle. So I'll get it to a certain point, get my box ready, and bam.
Nice.
It is just gnarly. Gasket and silicone spray. So what you want to prevent is the gasket's dry and this thing's rotating, it can actually pinch the gasket when you're going down in to the tank assembly. And you gotta be super careful of this guy right here not to damage it when you're putting in, because then your gas gauge won't work in your vehicle. The arrow on this unit, remember our arrow?
Yes.
We're going to be going right to the passenger side.
Yep.
And this is like that game of Operation. Trying to stick everything in here. Take care of the float. The fuel lines down in here are going to give you a little bit of resistance. Not a problem. You just kind of, your goal is to end up with that arrow over there. So you're just kind of rotating the piece around a little bit, make sure nothing's binding or locking up. At this point, I'm going to let this kind of hang out and get the top clip threads and have this ready. Now making sure the gasket is not getting pinched in the situation.
Just gonna fight with that for a minute. We're gonna come right back.
So now we're ready to flash the car. KMS actually flashes on many different platforms. I can do bench flashes. I can use multiple products in the marketplace. One of the products I really like to send customers off with is the new Power Vision product. Okay, so this is the PV3, just released from Dyno. It does a lot of things for it. We can transfer files. We can essentially have multiple files in here for tuning purposes. It gives a ton of information for the end user. But more importantly, it actually gives me the ability to help customers remotely. Brief explanation into that. Let's just say you tune your car, or let's just say you're on a weekend trip and something starts, the car starts running differently. It's not throwing a check engine light, but all of a sudden, the car's not running right. What you can do with this device is you can actually record what's happening, and it'll create a file that essentially has many inputs and outputs of what the car is physically doing. Our customers can then take that file, use this thing like a thumb drive, plug it into a computer, and email us exactly what's happening with that car.
So data logging.
Data logging, perfect. And from that, I've been able to troubleshoot loose battery terminals, guys driving with a slow key.
Really?
I have loose clamps, bad wiring, you name it. It's a lot better method than a customer calling me and saying, hey, my car is doing bop. That really doesn't give me a lot of information, but this is the best tool on the marketplace to help me help my customers so they can have successful weekend trips.
Wow, that is interesting.
Okay, so I'm going to hit the button. Let me actually go back to the main page here. So this is where we're going to put channels of information in later. But right now we're going to flash tune it. So I'm going to go right into the main menu and I have choices. So I'm going to flash tune. And right here, this is a stock file. So if you ever need to bring it back to a dealership for warranty purposes, or if they need to do an update to the power steering or whatever have you, we flash that file back in. The dealer can do what we need, and then we go back in and flash in the modified file. So right here I've designated a V1. If I select it, it's going to show KMS Performance as the tuner. It's going to show me some information as far as what we're doing here. We have a 2018 fuel pump, and we are going for max power and 91 octane. I'm going to select that. It's not paired to the vehicle. These vices do pair to a VIN number, so we're going to go ahead and pair the vehicle. And now we are ready to flash tune. I hit the button one more time, and now the device does its work. This process will take about 10 minutes to flash, and then we're gonna run it and see what we got.
Look at all these fancy graphings and numbers. I'm super excited. We were at 129 initially. Went to 146. There we go. Go big or go home. That's our motto.
All right, so we're gonna get video up there. Brandy's up there, and we're gonna get a video down here.
That's the start and end of gear function. Not here. Push button.
Nice.
Get all my information now from the vehicle itself. All position. Perfect. Okay. See what she does. One step back. I can't handle it.
Make it good, Kelly. Make it good.
Get that up there. 129 horsepower.
129.
Yeah, 146. Let's see, 129 to 146. So we are 17 horsepower north of where we were.
Whoa!
174.
Look at that number. I see a smile on his face.
You're welcome. Number right there.
Look at that number. That's a good number.
That's a great number.
That's a good number, right?
174.
Did you hear me? 174 from 129.
I guess.
Bam!
Big number. 0.26. Don't leave out the 0.26.
Yeah, that .26 actually does matter.
So you started at 129.
And we went to 174, so that's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 45. We gained 45.26.
That's a good number.
You made it good, Kelly.
Bam, Kelly. Make it cool with Kelly.
Make it cool, Kelly.
So 174, and that's where we started. Before and after.
Look at that. Look at those numbers.
The best part about this, and you can take all these numbers and put it away. I'm a huge fan of proof in the pudding. So we're going to unstrap this car, and we're going to go in the parking lot and taste the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Please put your seatbelt on.
I will put my seatbelt on. Yeah, we're going to put our belts on for this one. Because that thing, did you hear it squealing the tires on the dyno? I heard some tires. I heard some tire slippage.
I heard it. I got it.
Did you hear that tire slippage?
Oh, man.
I did. On
Did
the,
you hear my
it
heart
didn't the
beating?
first time.
And they did not the first time. I got to scoot the seat forward. Get serious.
You can do a little test run first before you just go full bore.
Of course.
All right. First run with an additional lot of horsepower. Keep it on all four, Darren. Oh shit, he's coming in hot. You good?
Holy smoke.
Feel good?
Okay. Again. You felt a little more comfortable that time. Oh yeah, that was good. That felt good.
Together. And what I did is I just, one clip after another of full throttle launches. One of them before the tune, one after, just back to back. I don't know, several of them. Just so that you can get a really good comparison. You can hear and see the difference between stock and then after it was tuned. That's what this clip is, so check it out.
Here we are in the beautiful, beautiful sand of GLAMIS, getting ready to ride for the very first time with our newly tuned X3. We got the MTS Off-Road shock tune. We got the 91 octane power package. We got the clutch tune. Oh God, feels
that
good.
that would have been a bottom out.
That would have been, and I wouldn't have been braced because I'm looking this way, and it would have hurt me.
Oh yeah.
That felt good. Okay, like a pillow, and I was talking. You didn't hear a.